Gordy, it was great to have you out in Park City at our Canyons Fantasy Race Camp. You're a great skier. I hope you enjoyed the weather and the skiing as much as I did. It was truly a super 2 days. You made great progress getting back to your ski racing roots. Two things that we're going to focus on in this little video summary is movement forward in transition, technically, and then tactically delay your turn entry, or that concept of taking things, taking your turn deeper, which we talked about. So let's just take a quick peek. So as it looks right here, here's your hips, your center of mass. You need to be projecting those forward a little more aggressively and sooner as it relates to this area of turn entry, so that your hip is up over this foot sooner and you can command the bend of the ski as you enter. That way you can actually, as you can see, this groove, the apex is about here. We want it up higher, about at the gate, so you'll actually be able to control that or demand that from the ski. With your hips forward and driving into that shovel. Then delay the turn or turn entry. You just have to watch starting to get inside and sneak the actual direction change from here. We want it to definitely be down in here, if not really in here is the target in terms of deep. So aiming at the apex and coming in here hard and direct with hips moving forward, so you can bend the ski and really take it hard and clean. All right, and this is towards the end of the camp, so you did great progress and you're skiing really well. So we'll just pick on those things a little bit, because that's what you need to focus on. It'll really make your carving skiing, your power skiing better. It'll also put you up in a position where you're not just kind of floating the ski when you're free skiing. You're actually up over your feet and just deciding how much edge you want to do and how much float you want to, depending on the terrain and the snow condition. So let's watch this regular speed first. It's good skiing. You really started to smooth out your entry and link up your arcs. It was really nice stuff. Let's go back quickly and we'll talk a little bit about what's going on here. You can just, as I started to point out earlier, your feet get out in front of you, which is natural, right? And you're also absorbing this little bit of terrain, so that you keeps your hips lower, which makes it even that much harder to get forward. So here you have to really work hard to close that ankle and drive your hip forward in transition. Oops, moving stuff around on myself. And you can just see it's just a little soft at the turn entries. So you're tracking, you're pushing down on this ski up here, which is great. I mean, you're looking down the course. I mean, you have a little tendency to get to just leave your pressure a little bit, but you actually clean that up really well to this point. But you can see it's just a little soft on your entry, so the ski doesn't really start to bend up strong till this part, latter part of the turn. Pretty good, but I'd like to see that improve. Also, by doing that, you're going to actually pull your direction change from here maybe to here, and that you're just getting more bend out of the top of the turn. Come across here, you do a much better job. See, maybe not because you weren't absorbing terrain and keeping the hip low, which for you, as you're challenging to get yourself forward, you need a little taller hip position like this. So you come through, you find the new ski, this uphill foot right here, and track the hip up and forward. Pull that at your apex. There's much more bend and stronger apex at the top of the turn. I'd still like to see how you're just wanting to start that turn. You're trying to track the ski out, but it gets a little soft and a little loose at the top just because you start to creep inside, a couple ski lengths too early. Right in here is where you really need to still be projecting, towards the apex and not, getting sucked in a little too inside of the pole too soon, because that'll pull the ski and pull you off of this pressure as your body's going this way and your ski's trying to track in here and come into its bend. It's a much better job though, Gord. Zoom comes through. Here you can see just that weight transfer. I'd like to see your hips, like to see your hips over your foot by the time you start to tilt the ski up on edge. All right, the new ski up on edge. So it's just a little bit off timing, and you just need to be, here the hip stacks up nice, but I'd like to see that, a couple ski lengths earlier. And again, you're just creeping in on the turn too soon. You're finessing it out fairly well, but that's what's putting, even though you have all this edge angle and nice entry, your apex and your pressure is all the way down here because you didn't bend the ski strong enough at the top. But really great improvement, and I'm obviously picking on you because you're such a good skier, and that's where you're at. I mean, you're ready to tackle the town hero league and get in there. And if you improve on these two things, movement forward in transition and just delaying that turn entry a little bit, it'll be that much better. So great camp, Gordy. Look forward to skiing with you again in the near future, and talk to you soon.